these roaches all over the place. I'm 10 years old chasing roaches. I'm getting my clothes smell like rage. Some of y'all know. And I remember one night I went in the kitchen in our little apartment, roaches all over the place. Roaches just eating up everything. And I ran to the bedroom and told my sister, come here, they're roaches. I cut the light off, she's stumbling through the dark, got to the... I need about 10 people that give 100.
Bonsoir, amis auditeurs, c'est un plaisir pour que nous ensemble avec vous dans l'émission 4G Contré. Et nous remercions tout le monde qui déjà est en bas live là, qui est déjà présent ensemble avec nous. Mais je vous dis là, nous allons faire émission plus en anglais. En anglais, nous allons faire émission parce que nous gagnons invité dans Kaila, nous gagnons candidat pour poste magistrat et dans West Orange. Donc c'est avec les là fait émission. On va parler sous ensemble et deux dossiers qui sont extrêmement importants. Donc émission li a fait gagner différents en partie là dans li. Donc vous mettez rester connecté, nous pour aller commencer ta les comme ça.
John Lewis beating on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Selma went on the counter. I think about John Lewis. I think about others that paid the price. And I do not want history to record that all they did was for nothing. Or that some 34-count felon set up in the White House and was able to take down everything that they achieved. I don't want history to record that they made all those sacrifices for nothing. I know that it's rough. Trump got all the money, they got all the military, they got all the might with these mergers and his controlling the Federal Communications Commission. They got all the media.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are happy to be back. Now we have with us a special guest, Tammy Williams. She is our guest for this evening, and we're gonna talk about different things, especially her candidacy for the mayor of West Orange. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and on TikTok. We are live on TikTok. Over there, we are live on Facebook and YouTube on my page, Jerry Dumas. So she's gonna introduce herself. This is the first time at the studio. She's a good friend of mine. I had her for more than 1 year, and she's a friend of the Asian community, and she's running for the mayor of West Orange. Good evening, Tammy Williams. How are you doing?
I am doing absolutely fabulous. And first, before we go into any type of questions, let me just tell you, it's just an honor and a privilege for you to invite me to have this conversation. Yes, we've known each other a little bit longer than a year. We met at the West Orange Arts Council Gallery,
Yes.
and you were coming to see what was going on at the space. How could you get involved? How could you support? And ever since then, we've just continued to be in each other's space.
Yes, and thank you for your work before you became Council Women. Again, we met at the West Orange Council Art, and when I pass by, I always see some activities, and I said, so what's going on? And I said, let me get in one time, and then since then I fall in love with the West Orange Council Art. There's a lot of activities. So let's start. Since you start with the West Orange Art Council, the last activity was about the World Cup. So, how did you live this moment and what this event told you? Because it was a big event, and the end, it's not that great. But how did you feel about this event?
The World Cup.
Yes, the World Cup.
The World Cup was amazing. The World Cup in soccer, although the United States values football a little bit more, NFL, than most other countries around the world, and how they glorify soccer, it was an event that just brought so many people together, irregardless of the team that you were supporting. It was just good to see community and people from all different cultures, all different backgrounds, all different countries come together and rally around one sport. Whether their team was successful or unsuccessful, left in the first round or made it all the way to the championship, clearly soccer is the sport of the universe. And we're just so blessed and honored to have been chosen the New York, New Jersey area, because if you don't know, the numbers proposed that about $80 million was going to be infused into the communities surrounding the World Cup. And so it was just incredible. It was incredible to see people out in the streets. I happened to go to the Ironbound section of Newark for an event when
Yes, you can.
no, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the country. I want to say, I don't remember the country, but it was, we were in the Ironbound. The country won the game. About 4 blocks of the community were out in the streets celebrating. I had never seen anything like it. It was so much fun. It just made you want to be a part, whether you could speak the language, whether you're from the country, you just wanted to be a part of that energy and excitement. So it was great. It was great for our area. It was great for our businesses. It was great for our economy. This is a once in a life opportunity where, again, it just brings fun. It brings camaraderie. It brings financial infusion, even to the smallest businesses.
Yes.
I have to say, I'm from West Orange. I'm on this talk show, and I have to brag about the businesses, the small businesses that are in our community. And if you aren't aware, we have a small restaurant that started off as a bagel spot.
Okay.
They have grown into so many other different food items that they prepare, and they had the pleasure of serving 2 countries.
Oh, Bagel by Jared.
Bagels by Jared, absolutely. So, it puts West Orange on the map.
Exactly.
Absolutely. When our small businesses are highlighted and get energy and excitement and this type of opportunity, it's good for the entire town.
Yes.
For the entire town. So thank you to Bagels by Jared, and a small shout out, if you will, just for being active, engaged, and having the opportunity to feed a winning team.
and the champions. I'm not a fan of Spain. I'm a fan of Argentina, but that's another story. And also, the Norway and Spain, they stay at the MC Hotel in Montreal.
Absolutely. I just wish we would have been able to house one of the teams in West Orange. How great would that have been?
Yeah, that would be very amazing. But probably, I don't know when, because just like you said, it was a one lifetime event. I've been watching football since I was born in the 80s, so we watch football every day. And
but Haiti didn't do bad now.
No, we did not.
We did not do bad. Haiti held their own.
Yes, we did. We expected the team to do better, but it was against Brazil, against Morocco. We did an amazing job, but our ship was with Scotland.
Yes.
Because Scotland, it was a game we should have won, because and that was the beginning of the fall of FIFA, because everybody was saying FIFA did something. They said the referee was bad, and the referee was bad. The referee was bad, and from all of the competition, we know there's a lot of failure, especially from the referee, especially from FIFA, a lot of things. But it was so amazing. I enjoyed myself.
Did you go to any games?
No, I did not.
We watched in restaurants and
Yes,
on TV.
yes.
Did you watch with friends though?
Yes, we did. We did Haiti against Morocco in Elmwood Park, and the community. There was a lot of people. The mayor was there. Mayor Ted Green, a lot of Muslim men, Muslim women. It was very fun. I enjoyed myself for 52 years. My country was at the World Cup. We are the blast, like blast. Unfortunately, a lot of talk about a lot of talk. I'm not gonna get to that. A lot of things, but I did enjoy myself. I did a lot of decoration. I was excited. I was amazed, and I was crying. And I was crying because Argentina did not win, and also I teased a lot of my friends. I called them on the phone and say, "Hey, so what's going on with your team?" And I called them live on the radio show. That was bad, but I could not pass on that. I had to get into them. But and at the last game, guess who was crying? It was anyway. So I
Crying
think
over Argentina
yes,
and Messi?
yes.
Well, he's only the best soccer player in the world. They can't win them all.
I know. But it's the story behind that. There's a lot going on. Let's not get to that. Now, let's get to our subject. You are running for mayor.
I'm running to be the next mayor of West Orange, New Jersey, a town that I have lived in since 2002. I was first elected as the council person in 2020. Prior to that, I got involved in politics in 2016. I was the chairwoman of the Human Relations Commission, appointed by our former mayor, Robert Parisi. And what that commission usually does is basically it's focused on cultural DEI, if you will, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just making sure that all of the diverse communities of West Orange come together and are united. So for 4 years, I had the pleasure of leading that commission. And then I decided that West Orange politics, as diverse of a community as we were, did not have Black and brown representation. And so I decided, well, we did have a couple of members of the town council who were Latinx.
Okay.
However, we did not have any Black representation. And so I felt that that was an opportunity, again, taking the time to understand how West Orange works, raising my children and my family there. I wanted to get involved and I wanted to give back to my community. And certainly running for public office is a surefire way to give back to your community. And so I have been enjoying this opportunity to lead the residents of West Orange. And how do you do that? You do that by listening first. And that's what I am focused on as far as moving forward and moving West Orange forward. West Orange for the past few years has been plagued with a lot of litigation, a lot of fighting, a lot of missed opportunities. And sitting here in this capacity, I realize that there is opportunity. And I believe that my experience has completely prepared me for this awesome opportunity. I know where some gaps are that certainly need to be filled. And I think this is a wonderful time to lead West Orange into a new direction.
All right. So now let's get into East Orange politics. There's a lot of litigation, you said. So there's a lot of the mayor has been sued by the council members.
Other way around, and then countersued.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about this situation? I know you are when you council women. So what can you tell the community? Because it's always sad when the mayor and the council members got into any kind of fighting. So what is the situation in here?
Not only is it sad, but it makes for a difficult relationship. The mayor and the council work cohesively in a perfect world. And they should be able to collaborate and make decisions that are best for the residents of West Orange.
Yes.
The mayor and 5 council members for West Orange work to make life better. Unfortunately, that was not the case in this prior administration. And there was a tremendous amount of just infighting. And unfortunately, in order to move government, the mayor felt it was necessary to seek legal action, and she did. But again, that's at a cost because those costs are tax dollars. And that time and energy taken away from not a collaborative working relationship allowed a lot of bad things to happen in West Orange. And so I'll just start recently with the several builders remedy lawsuits that we have right now. And so that's because we were unable to successfully meet a affordable housing deadline. Every municipality was required to submit a fourth round affordable housing plan. And unfortunately, West Orange missed that obligation. There's been, if you're on social media, you'll see a lot of blame throwing. A lot of the mayor didn't do, a lot of the council didn't do. And again, to my point, it is necessary for there to be a collaborative relationship. So we're not going to necessarily say whose fault it was. The council was advised and told by legal counsel, by the directors who work in the administration, that if they did not meet this deadline, that it would be a bad situation for West Orange. And very much so.
Yes.
6 builders remedy lawsuits. We were successfully able to end the litigation between the council and the mayor. So that is no longer something that we have to contend with. But we do have to worry about the development process. And every town has to meet this affordable housing obligation. And when you don't, then the builders are able to sue the township for performance. But instead of the municipality and the government dictating and driving how development will occur, because we missed that deadline, the developers get to come in, they get to petition the courts for probably a more dense development project than ordinarily the town would want to see.
Okay. I wanted this interview to be more educative, to let people know about what's going on, but you just made a point that ring a bell. So you tell me that developers can come in, sue the town because there's not a lot of home building, or there's a lot of development inside of the town.
So it's not necessarily the development. This was the plan to develop.
Okay.
And because we did not submit a plan, then the developers can come in and say, hey, you owe affordable housing. And you did not meet a plan to do so.
Okay.
Well, this is our plan, like it or not. And then they take that plan to the courts. And because we owe that affordable obligation, the courts more than likely will allow the developers to build.
And this plan, is that from the federal government?
That is from the state of New Jersey.
The state of New Jersey.
Yes.
So the state of New Jersey got a housing plan, and if a city does not meet this requirement, developers can come and say so. So that's why there's a lot of building going on, like in East Orange, Orange.
So in East Orange and Orange, those wonderful mayors were progressive and understood their obligations and put forth plans to build up their communities.
Okay.
Housing is one of the things that, in my opinion, and in full disclosure, I am a real estate broker. I've been a real estate broker for over 20 years. So housing is something that obviously I love. It's my profession. But I believe that everyone deserves housing.
Yes.
Every single human being deserves affordable housing. And so with that, that would take care of some of the concerns we have with our workforce. We have officers, teachers, firemen. It's very expensive to live in New Jersey. And so that's an element that we can look to make sure our veterans are always needing housing. And so that's another opportunity where we can do specialty housing and still get credit for affordable housing.
Okay.
And then take care of our residents, right? We want our police officers to live in town. We want our firemen to live in town. We want our teachers to live in town. And when you make your town housing affordable, they can indeed do just that. We want West Orange to be a location where people don't just come to work, but they live there and they enjoy it. Live, work, and play. that's what I'd like to see West Orange continue to be.
Okay, I have another question for you for the housing development. I know the rent. There was a saying in New York, the rent is too damn high. So how is the rent in West Orange? Is it why is it so high? Why is it higher than Orange or East Orange or maybe Newark?
Well,
Is that
well, see, I would push back on you just a little bit,
Mhm.
saying why is it higher? I don't think that it is. I think that housing is expensive no matter what town you're in.
Okay.
And when you're looking where for a first time or a one bedroom apartment, it's about $2,500 a month for a one bedroom
One
apartment.
bedroom.
That doesn't matter whether you're in East Orange, Orange, Newark, or West Orange.
Mhm.
Housing is very expensive these days.
From my sense and from people into the community, so they have a tendency to live in Newark, Irvington. But when we try to find a home in West Orange, it's close to Montclair, it's close to Glenridge. Those Montclair and Glenridge, they very expensive.
More expensive
Yeah.
towns.
And so more you go up, like if you go Irvington, East Orange, Newark, oh Orange, it's kind of you get further. But going to West Orange, Montclair, Glenridge, and let's not talk about Glenridge is from it's another story. Or South Orange. I take West Orange into the middle. You can go to East Orange, Orange, Irvington, Newark. West Orange is kind of the limit. So when you go up like Montclair or Maplewood or South Orange or Glenridge or the place of Verona, so that's more expensive. So what the town is doing exactly? So are you building more home?
So we have to build, and that's one of the things that is probably going to separate the next leadership of this town. We know that we have to develop.
Mhm.
What is important is that we do smart and responsible development.
Okay.
And so we don't want to change the character of West Orange with the developers, right? And what most developers are going to come in is and try to build apartment buildings. But I will give you an example of how I am very confident that the people will come when we do build. Stone Hill, one of our latest larger development complexes, right behind the ShopRite. Over 400 units.
Oh yes, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Filled.
Yeah.
Built
Mhm.
in less than a year. As a matter of fact, that new development project in 2025 was awarded a Smart Development Award from the state of New Jersey.
Okay.
So again, I believe that there are people who will come to West Orange, who want to come into West Orange. And one of the things that's driving up the cost of affordable housing or housing in general is that because there's not enough of it. And we're close to New York. People are very willing to commute into the city for a job, but they want to come home to a nice, peaceful residential environment, suburban environment. And that's what West Orange and all of our surrounding communities have to offer.
Okay. Okay. I believe that you working on housing for the people because you just mentioned the Stone Hill behind the shop right. I went there 2 or 3 times, maybe more than that. And also I know there's gonna be redevelopment by the West Orange Diner on Main Street.
Yes. That are you talking about the 410 Main Street property?
Mhm.
Or are you talking about the grocery store that's coming to where the Americana Diner
Yes,
and
the Americana Diner. So
the
you're gonna
Americana Diner
so
and the Walgreens?
okay.
So that is slated to become some type of grocery store.
Oh, that's a grocery store.
Yes,
Nice.
yes. I'm not certain what the status of the application, if it's before the planning board or not. But that property is designed and going to be developed into a grocery store. And that's really important because most people don't realize that West Orange is considered a food desert. And what that means is we really don't have enough grocery stores
Mhm.
and healthy food options for the almost 50,000 people who live in our community.
And there's not a lot of community or how can I say that people from other countries, like what they put from African countries. Food
No,
from
no, no.
Asian.
Just food for anyone in general.
Oh, okay.
When you so there's standards that are considered. How do you consider a town a food desert? They look at the number of people.
Mhm.
They look at the number of places where you can purchase
Okay.
food,
Mhm.
healthy food included, your fresh vegetables. And if it doesn't meet the standards, then your town is considered a food desert. Yes,
Okay.
yes. But what that also does, and I have to give a shout out to a new group that came to our council meeting on Tuesday. Students from Montclair State University are partnering with the young elementary students at Hazel, and they're going to build a food garden. So the students at Hazel are going to have an area where they're growing their own produce,
Okay.
and they're going to share that with the community, whoever needs it.
Okay.
It's
That's
an awesome program. Absolutely.
I think they already started.
Yes, they did. They had an event. Yes.
Yeah. And they start putting some stuff into the ground.
Yes.
At
Yes.
Hazel Elementary School.
And they need some more support because it's not a funded program. So they're asking for community
Or
support.
it's a community support.
Yes, and contributions. Yes, yes, yes.
Now, let's talk about affordability. Affordability, it's a big subject. Like we can see in New York with Mayor Mamdani, he's not only talking about affordability,
Doing something
he's
about
doing
it.
something about
Yes.
it. Sometimes I say, man, slow down, you're going too much.
No, I disagree. I totally disagree. I love everything that Mandami is doing because what he's doing is showing you that it doesn't take government
Okay.
to move slow.
Mhm.
Government can move at lightning speed
Yeah.
as long as you have the right people in place that want to see progress and change.
All right. So, do you see yourself as a Mamdani? So, you're gonna do things fast, or you think you can do better than what is going on?
So Mandami is an amazing mayor
Yeah.
of New York.
Mhm.
But I will tell you, I've already been looking at some of the policies he's put into place, and who would not want to emulate his success? So absolutely, studying some of those things, looking. One of the things that I most admire about how he took on his role of mayor is that he sat with every department in New York government. He sat with them. He tried to make sure he understood what their processes and policies were.
Mhm.
And if he saw room for improvement, he asked the people.
Okay.
That's also something that our new governor positioned as she came into office. Mikey Sherrill, absolutely. She went to the people who've been working there and asked them directly, what are your recommendations? What can we do better?
Okay.
You are on the ground, boots on the ground, doing this every day.
Mhm.
I'm your high-level senior executive that will help you implement whatever changes that are necessary for us to be better and to have more success.
Let's talk a little bit about politics now. So, between all the mayors you are hearing from, so is Mamdani your kind of mayor, or do you have another mayor you love their style, you love, or they
So-
working? Because I know Ted Green, by example, he always on the street.
Absolutely.
He going to this street, and then he always tell people, I'm going next week, I'm going to be on this. Next week, I'm going to be. He's a very famous guy. I always compare him to Mamdani. They do not have the same kind of sauce, but you can see the fire in him.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So Rosbach also is doing a lot of things, and Warren and different mayor. So between all those mayors, not especially in the West or in New Jersey. So do you have any mayor that you love their style, or you think you can they are a role model for you?
I think that all of our Essex County mayors are amazing, and I will probably look to pull a little bit of piece of here that you're doing well, and another little piece of here that you're
You
doing
got your
well.
own style. You have it.
But here's what you do. Here's what you do. You always take the best practices from everyone.
Yeah.
Right? Everything that is going on in East Orange may not transfer to West Orange.
Oh, perfect.
But there are some pieces
Mhm.
of everyone's success that we'll be able to pull from. Another thing that I love is how the mayor of Linden, also very communicative, talks to his community, supports his community, shares with his community. One of the things that I see in the most successful mayors is that they speak directly to their residents, whether it's through social media, whether it's through their website and just putting out information. The best mayors are the most communicative mayors.
And what about Frank Villas, the new guy from Belleville?
Frank is amazing.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to meet Frank just about a month ago. Very smart young man.
24 years.
24. The youngest mayor in the state of New Jersey.
That was amazing. 24.
And beat a two-term incumbent.
Yes.
So again, it's about making sure, and I'll tell you something that Frank does often as well. Always on social media. Always talking to the residents. Always letting people know this is happening, what's going on. And that's exactly the kind of mayor that I will be.
All right, perfect. Now, let me ask you another question. Another place that we met very much is West Orange Library. So we met multiple times there. And there was a program for the American 250 years. And they had a wish. They asked everyone to make a wish for America. What is your wish for America?
Oh, my wish for America is that everyone would have opportunity.
Yeah.
Everyone should feel just as welcome, valued, and important in America, irregardless of your financial status and capacity. My wish for America is that racism would end yesterday. My vision and wish for America is that there's no one who feels left out or left behind. That's my wish for America.
All right. Thank you for that answer. Now let's talk about the campaign. So, what do you propose to the people of West Orange? So, what is your program? Do you have any specific thing you want to accomplish for the people when you knock on the people's door? So, what is your message?
Absolutely. So I usually knock on someone's door and I say, hi, I am Councilwoman Tammy Williams. I'm looking forward to the upcoming election on November 3rd. I am a mayoral candidate. And what is important to me to understand first is to listen, right? And again, I am tailoring my campaign focused on a few initiatives and pillars. One is economic development. I would like to see a vibrant downtown in the West Orange community. That's probably one of the biggest complaints outside of taxes that I have been hearing going around knocking on doors. So making sure we have a stable business community, and also what's very important to me is transparency and good government, right? Again, government is about the people. Government is about the community and what our township direction is going to be. I'm also a very big health and wellness advocate. Many of you may know in 2019, West Orange had a very, very high incident of suicides. And because I had a personal story with suicide, I decided to talk to many of our stakeholders and find out what was the process and why. We started this coalition to prevent suicide, which has morphed into the WOSAC Foundation, which stands for West Orange Stop Suicide Advocacy Coalition. And we hold a 5K run to support and raise funds for suicide prevention. But this advocacy alone has done a lot of things in West Orange. One, West Orange started a pilot program for policing mental health, a co-responder program. And that program has now become the statewide model for policing mental health.
The statewide model, right?
Statewide model. So now most of your police departments have licensed clinicians that ride around with them to any of your mental health crisis calls. That's important to me because a lot of times police, in their attempt to de-escalate someone that may be having a mental episode, they may use force.
Yeah.
Now that you have a licensed professional, you no longer have to use force. They are specifically trained to de-escalate as well as provide services that person may need. So not only are we reducing the impact of the use of force, we're getting residents the help that they need. Mental health has escalated, and especially since post-COVID. The isolation from COVID has exacerbated mental health challenges. And so that's one thing that I'm very proud of.
Yeah, that's a very good point, and I do have a question because I listened to a program called Politica Local on live, and there was recently an accident in Patterson.
Mhm.
Somebody called police for someone that had a mental breakdown, and then the police come and then they just shot him. And is this program is working, or is that a pilot program? Or is it working?
The pilot program has ended, and even in our town, West Orange, this was the first time that the West Orange budget funded this program. So this is not a program that is a pennies. This is almost a $200,000 program that is going to support our residents in need. But again, what's really important is when I started this foundation, we had about 8 or 9 suicides that year in 2018 prior to, and several different attempts. This advocacy and the support with the Mental Health Association of Essex Hudson, who is our partner participant, has reduced suicides in 2025. We only had 1 suicide. That's amazing, to go from 8 or 9 and over 50 attempts to really 1. So 1 death is one death too many.
Yes.
But it is important for us to see the diminishing of this cause of death.
Well, is the program fully implemented across the state?
Not every police department does the ride along program, but many of your large departments are able to fund this.
Is there a way for to see if the program is being implemented every time a police officer or every time they call the police? Is there a way for you to manage or to see if they are implemented this kind of program, or if they work with the program?
In other cities or just in West Orange?
In other cities.
In other cities, if they are utilizing this opportunity, it's a database driven program.
Yes,
Yep, absolutely. So whatever the partner co-responder team is, they manage the data, they review the actual calls, they write up a assessment and a report, and they provide that to the municipality, and then they also do the follow-up.
Okay.
So if there is a crisis of some sort, they're not only just helping on that one particular instant, they're going back and making sure those resources are being utilized.
Okay, perfect. So do you have a timeline to see the program is doing, so you can give it a note, or do you have a timeline?
Every year.
Every year. Okay.
But the reports are given on a monthly basis to the department, and then every year this program will come up for renewal.
Okay, perfect. Now we are in the summertime, so is the town has any program for the youth, or to whoever? Can you talk about the program that the councilman or the mayor are doing for the youth?
So I don't know that it would be necessarily a mayor's program, but I know through our West Orange Public Schools, there's an enrichment summer camp.
Okay.
My children actually participated in those programs when we were growing up. My children graduated in the class of 2015 and the class of 2021. My children enjoyed the program. It's a program done through the public schools. They're there for half a day, activities, classes, workshops, games. And even after my daughter graduated out of the enrichment program, she went back to volunteer. That's how much she enjoyed the program. Yes.
And some lining up question. Do you know how many parks do we have in West Orange?
I don't know the number off the top of my head, but I would say we probably have at least 11 parks.
Okay.
I know one of our parks, Lafayette Park, I happened to pass by there today. I'm very close to the park with my new campaign headquarters at 35 Park Avenue. And I noticed that they have a new playground. That was part of the capital budget from 2023 when I served as council president. As a matter of fact, that's the last time we've had a capital budget presented to the town council from the mayor's office. Some of the other capital projects have been done on an emergency basis or emergent basis, but we did approve funding to improve that park in 2023, and I was very happy yesterday when I passed by and I did see the new playground equipment has been installed.
And do you go to the cherry pool, the community pool on Cherry Street?
I was there just last night. We had a swim meet last night, and so that was the final swim meet for our swimming team. And then there was also a program for our uniquely gifted community where they had their monthly pool party and karaoke jam session. It was such a sight to see. And so, yes, I think we have a beautiful pool. It is utilized by some other communities as well. And it was just a sight to see the parents, the children, all coming out to compete in their last home meet.
All right. So, how well do you know West Orange? How well do you know West Orange? Do you know every street?
Oh, absolutely not. And I'm a real estate broker. We have over 100 miles of roads and streets. No, I do not know every street in West Orange. But I do my best. I do my best. Yes, right, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, now, for the school system, how do you grade West Orange School District?
So I have to tell you, I love West Orange School District. Both of my children graduated from West Orange High School. They went through the schools. Now, at the early elementary age, I did put them in private school and then transferred them into the public school system. Again, as I stated, my son graduated in 2015. He went to Morehouse College in Atlanta. My daughter graduated in 2021, and she just graduated in 2025 from Boston Conservatory at Berkeley. She's a dancer. One of the things that I really love about our schools is that we have so many different programs.
Yeah.
Fortunately, due to budgetary constraints and lack of funding, we've done a tremendous amount of cuts to close the gap in our school budget. But West Orange is one of those towns where there's a lot of opportunity in our schools. There's a lot of programs in our schools. And then, of course, you have to know that we are such an award-winning sports community.
Yes.
Our football team, our basketball team, our soccer team, our lacrosse team, our girls flag football team, state champions. So many of our sports and athletics programs are just award-winning programs. That comes from a lot of hard work, dedication. And I'll also point out that in West Orange, we have some younger programs for even our little athletes to participate in, which works out to be a great feeder program as you continue to get to the high school level. Now, unfortunately, with some of those cuts, we had to cut out our middle school sports programs. But then again, we have some wonderful programs outside of the school system, POW, the Mountaintop League, that are hopefully going to pick up the pieces and supplement what the public schools are no longer able to support.
Since you became a councilwoman, so how do you think the town is doing? Is it doing better? Is your presence something bring some positive vibe to the town?
Well, of course, I'm going to tell you that my presence has brought a positive vibe to the town.
And less fighting or more fighting.
But what I will say to you is right now, I don't think I would be running for mayor if I did not see the opportunity that lies ahead for us in West Orange. We're a wonderful community, a wonderful, diverse community. In our schools, you must know that there are over 70 languages that are spoken in our town. And we have diversity in finances, in income, diverse in race, diverse in religion. And all those things make for a very, very rich community, if you will. And so everyone should feel welcome in West Orange. That's my goal, is that we have a community where everyone is comfortable calling West Orange their home.
Yes, let's make a good transition from your last statement. West Orange is a diverse community, right? So
Mhm.
now, do you think the city what is doing the best to protect the immigrant?
Wow, now that's a tough question. So, as the Immigrant Trust Act has come into question in West Orange Town Council meetings, and there has not been the majority support of the council to enact or support that legislation. The ask is quite simple. The ask is that unless ICE agents have a federal warrant, that we not allow them to utilize township property for any activity. That's not a huge ask. We have had some unfortunate instances where residents have been apprehended by ICE
Yes, very early into
in December, on
yeah.
December 9th. I will not forget that because that's also my birthday. So that was a very unfortunate incident, but it was also observed by not only the people who live in that residence in that neighborhood, but it also was viewed by school children who were being transported
To
early
school.
in the morning to
Yeah.
school. So no, I don't think that our community is doing enough. I have a lot of friends. Obviously, my campaign headquarters is right there in the heart of the downtown community. What we do know is, we can look and we can see who's walking up and down the street. And I'll tell you, there's not a lot of people that are just comfortable being outside, and this is the summertime. But it's not even whether or not the town is doing enough. People have to feel safe. I've heard the community say that I'm afraid to walk my dog because I'm always looking over my shoulder to see if someone may be approaching me. And what's very frightening, even if you are a legal resident, is that sometimes you can still get caught up.
Yes.
And, we know that has happened in other places and other communities around the country. And we just don't want that to be West Orange.
All right. Now,
And then, of course, with TPS just changing, that adds to the complexity
mhm.
of who can be apprehended.
And it's not only immigrant. So some African American that who are
Absolutely.
here, they don't know who they are, who you are. They just come and shake you up, and by the time they shake you up to know exactly who you are, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. And it is happening. It's happening in other countries, or I'm sorry, other states very close to us. We know that there have been two shootings just in the past 2 weeks by ICE agents. And again, it's just unfortunate. And both of those persons were citizens.
Now, if you become the mayor,
When I become the
when
mayor,
when we, when you become the mayor, what will change on your stand, on the town stand, for the immigrant community? Will you be able? Will you have the will to stand just like the other mayor, like Gasbaka, or you're gonna do a little bit more than what is going on right now?
I hope to do much more. I even shared from the dais right now that although there was not support from the council to do the resolution to support the immigrant community, the mayor could always do an executive order and just
Okay.
it's issued that during her tenure, this is not going to be permitted to do any type of ICE apprehensions on municipal properties. And so I am hoping, we have several candidates that will be running for town council, those two seats available. And I'm hoping that those who are elected will absolutely look to support all residents of West Orange. So if that is unfortunate and we don't have the continued support to move into that area where we can make sure our immigrant community feels safe, then I will, by executive order, put that into effect.
Now, there's the situation at the Delaney Hall. Do you know anything about that, or did you send your support to X to support La Monica MacGyver.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congresswoman LaMonica MacGyver and I have a very, very good relationship. We served as council presidents at the same time. So when I was council president in 2023, she was council president in Newark as well. And we developed a relationship. I would often call her, reach out, ask for advice, ask her how they did things differently in Newark. And again, we developed a camaraderie, if you will. Both ran for election in 2024. We actually hosted a fundraiser together by some friends in West Orange, mutual friends. And so I still talk to her often now. I am very empathetic to her situation. I think it is absolutely unthinkable that the federal government has indicted her for just doing her oversight job. And again, you know, it's almost ludicrous to think that you could be facing this type of challenge for just doing what the people have elected you to do. So it's very unfortunate. This current administration under the current president has weaponized so many different departments of government. And I give my prayers every day to Congresswoman, and that's our Congresswoman, one of the youngest congresspersons newly elected into Congress, and to have to deal with this type of distraction and instead of being able to serve the people who put you there. It's just very unfortunate, and it should be stopped immediately.
And we would like to share our support to Congresswoman La Monica MacGyver, and she's pregnant right now.
Yes, yes. So these are things that she shouldn't have to be worrying about.
She's under a lot of pressure,
a lot of stress
from a guy that has no empathy and is doing a lot of things, especially to African American or to the story of this country. So again, we would like to say to encourage and to show our support for Congressman La Monica MacGyver, who replaced our beloved Congressman. Oh my God, I forgot his name. She replaced the late Congressman. I forgot the name of the congressman she replaced.
Donald Payne.
Donald Payne Jr.
And of course, he is so important to me as well. When I was installed as council president, he did my ceremony. He was a
great friend of the Asian
Absolutely.
I met him like multiple times at different events. He used to support the former mayor of Hillside. He always come and support the Asian community. So I do miss him very much. I do miss him. Unfortunately, I forgot his name, but
yes. Oh no.
And thank you, because it shows you know your politics very well.
I think it's important to have friends in politics. You know, it is sometimes a very thankless job. It is a job where you're very heavily criticized for doing what you believe is the will of the people and the best, given the information that you have. But, you know, people who know Tammy Williams know that I love what I'm doing. I love serving the people. I love making a difference. I love looking at the possibilities of where West Orange can be. You know, I am from North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I've been in New Jersey since 1996. And I came here because the friends that I met in college were all from New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And so I used to come home with them. And, you know, I was one of those people who didn't want to go back to home. I want the people who are from West Orange, New Jersey, to want to move back after they come to college. You know, you go out, you explore the world, and then you come back home and you give back. People often ask me, well, are you going to go back to North Carolina? I love New Jersey. Absolutely not. I mean, you know, when I moved here, most people were moving down south, and it has been a wonderful experience. As I mentioned, I raised my family here. My career has been here, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Well, thank you so much for your presence at your studio. I wanted you to be there like, for a long time, so unfortunately, so thanks God you finally made it. So I think if you had,
Economic development, making sure we have inclusive government that makes smart decisions, and making sure we look after the well-being of every West Orange resident. Those are the things that are important to me. We have a lot of work to do in West Orange. We have a lot of work to do in West Orange, and I am up for the challenge. And I hope the people of West Orange understand my heart, know that I am going to do what's best for each of us, and make West Orange a place that we will love to continue to call home for many years to come.
one last question: what is your connection with other communities, like the native one, the immigrant? What is your relationship with them? Are they strong? Do you feel them with you? What is your sense of your
I
connection with other communities?
I feel that I have a very, very good relationship with all communities. I really do. And as a council person, even before being elected to the council, again, as your diversity, equity, and inclusion, your human relations commission chairwoman, that was my job, if you will, was bringing all of our communities together. And so I've had an opportunity to network, engage, with all of the communities that are represented by West Orange. So I am prayerful that many of them are with me, and if they are not decided yet, that is my role, responsibility, and opportunity to make sure that I earn your vote before November 3rd in this next mayor's election.
All right, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next month or next week.
Look, I'll be here. I will be here as often as I get an invitation. I love this, and I really think it's important. This is an opportunity for me to share my platform. And at this point, I think it's important to continue listening. Of course, I have my own idea about what is important for West Orange, what's best for West Orange. However, this campaign is going to be built on what we all agree is best for West Orange. We have some smart people that live in our town, and we need to utilize everyone's talent.
All right. How often do you go to West Orange churches?
West Orange
Church. Yeah.
So I attend church at SOPAC,
Okay.
St. James, which is based out of Newark, as well as service at the South Orange Performing Arts Center. So my family attends church there, and not quite in West Orange, but West Orange adjacent. I have to give a shout out to my pastor, Pastor Slaughter. He is amazing. And I have attended churches in West Orange, and I attend often services in West Orange. Have the beauty of attending a 9 o'clock service. And so as I am going to continue reaching out to all of the community, certainly our faith-based community will be one of those opportunities that I show up.
All right. So that was the last question. Thank you so much, and I hope you're the best. Me, Tammy Williams for West Orange. So, n'a pas invité tout le monde. Et pour contacter magistrat, pour contacter Tammy Williams, contacter campagne là, you need to leave a number.
Oh, sure. So website is TammyForWestOrange.com. That's the number 4, TAMMY, 4, the number 4, West Orange spelled out. .com, and then email address is the same prefix at gmail.com, and phone number is 973-900-4624. Looking forward to hear from everyone, but most importantly, stop by my campaign headquarters, which I will be there most days, working from that location. My goal is that location become a community hub. I want you to feel welcome to come share your ideas, suggestions, recommendations, and let's look for a beautiful, transformed West Orange.
When gonna be the election again? The date of
The election is November 3rd. of 2026. That is the first Tuesday of November. And very excited. Don't forget about early voting. I'm sure I'll be invited back, as you've heard, and we'll continue to talk about dates and deadlines. Look, we want to make sure everyone is registered to vote. It's important to register to vote and to exercise your right to vote. If you're not in the decision-making process, then you really can't complain about the outcome of the election. And please, whatever information or misinformation you've heard that said my vote really doesn't matter, I would offer a different explanation. If your vote didn't matter, then this government and other elected officials would not be trying so hard to keep you from voting. Keep that in mind as we're heading towards the November 3rd midterm elections.
Thank you so much, and see you next time. And again, all the best for the campaign. And we will keep talking and also remind people of all your great ideas for the city of West Orange. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Donc, mes amis, nous avons un coup de pause, le temps pour que nous capables de mettre les candidats dans la route pour que nous capables d'aller. Donc, merci tout le monde. Et puis, pour l'instant. All right, yeah. Yes.
You can keep one of these so that you can.
Yeah, thank you.
This was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I can get that.
Thank you. All right.
I can hold that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Oui, là, nous tous les amis et auditeurs, nous sommes ensemble avec nous, Tammy Williams, qui lui-même, lui, c'est le candidat pour West Orange, pour le cabinet magistrat dans West Orange. Donc, nous recevons deux candidats, déjà parmi l'autre candidat, et je pense que nous sommes capables là tout recevoir actuel magistrat, on peut faire contact avec l'actuel magistrat. Et l'autre candidat, parce que le mois de novembre, après l'élection, l'élection a fait tout côté, partout en même temps. Partout en même temps. C'est nous-mêmes qui ajoutons partout en même temps. Et amis auditeurs. Là, nous allons, j'en nous tendons, c'est que le candidat lui-même, il y a un headquarter qui l'ouvre. Ok? Headquarter qui l'ouvre là. La période est à nous pour que nous capables d'aller passer ouais candidat si nous avons une question, si que nous avons besoin l'autre information pour que nous capables connaître ça est extrêmement important. On a pas qui parler qui est important, c'est housing, ça veut dire affordability, électricité, assurance pour comment nous doit vivre et dans ville là et qui ça lui-même est capable de porter en termes de support, en termes de changement et son monde qui vraiment outgoing capable de parler ensemble avec lui mais poser des questions pour comprendre leur voter pour voter premièrement pour intérêt fort c'est pas côté autant d'elle ou bien ça on a dit c'est ou même pour chercher pour est nous avons un premier candidat pour magistrat dans West Orange. Nous avons un deuxième candidat pour magistrat dans West Orange. Et nous avons l'autre candidat et nous avons fait contact pour que nous soyons capables de recevoir dans le studio Radio Olivier, actuel magistrat West Orange, qui lui-même est dans la bataille dans tout le monde. Il a regardé comment il a fait. Et il y a tout conseil ou-même, il y a candidat là, et non, ouais, son agent, non, Orange, tout, il y a son agent. Il y en a, monde que nous avons parlé de lui, c'est Franck Velez. Franck Velez, son équipe qui fait l'histoire. C'est plus jeune magistrat, monsieur qui a 24 ans. 24 ans, monsieur qui a son bagage qui tient pénal. qui tient vénal, monsieur lui-même là, il a 24 ans, et c'est lui-même qui magistrat Belleville. N'a porté tout gros chef pas inquiéter nous. N'a porté tout gros chef pour nous ici tout qui est important. Tout gros chef là, magistrat et même gouverneur, même Makichéo n'a pas porté dans émission 4G contre les amis auditeurs parce que là faut à chaque niveau il faut prendre niveau pour les gens nous dit faut prendre les belles nous pas tout le temps rester chita sans que nous pas prendre les belles amis auditeurs et c'est pour ça là on peut continuer de travailler. OK, là coupe du monde là fini. Coupe du monde fini, il y a pile de cas poser tête aux questions. Qu'est-ce que ça n'a pas la vie nous? Comment la vie nous a pillé après coupe du monde là? Bon, coupe du monde là c'est match fini, mais elle est farouche beaucoup fini. Elle est qui est sur beaucoup fini, elle est pas olympique beaucoup fini. Parce que là, c'est pas deux causes pas gagner, vous comprenez? Il y a des cas ça qui passé. Pas faire dire ça déjà. Bagadi nous bagay yo à clair. Bagadi nous bagay yo à clair. Bagadi nous bagay yo à clair, mais dit que nous ça qui passé. Bagala nous même besoin battre tête. Vous avez capable de pour match jouer, gagne capable de là, yo fait scientifique pour mettre Argentine. Yo, monde ça sont des monde fou. Ni pour capable de pour match jouer, ni pour capable de pour mettre Argentine 2 yo pas. Oh, ça c'est de tête moi ça pas même déjà dit nous comme code ba la sortie on va qui tellement qui passe loin bagala tellement gros fait vite son décision rapide vite on a pas yo décision rapide vite une décision rapide vite dans même moment match là jouer après Argentine fin champion nèg yo prend drapeau nèg yo voyer message là c'est même bagage qui passe avec Haïti a nèg yo al di Haïti retirer grenadier dans bagala. OK? Yo dit si monsieur nous grenadier ça nous pas la dire sommeil. Pour là son bon haïtien qui était fâché est-ce que yo fait Haïti retirer grenadier. Il y a même mec ça qui supporter ça yo fait Argentine. Nous pas bon, nous pas comprendre ça qu'a fait la même. C'est même gens Haïti, c'est même gens haïtien nous dans un match et puis nous pour bandoile nous dit l'île de la Gonave, l'île de la Tortue c'est pour haïtien. Et puis il y a un gros nèg là fâché et puis qui vient tirer pied. Ça même pas passé. That's the same thing. Donc c'est même bagarre là qui passé. OK? C'est même bagarre là qui passé. Et puis après match Angleterre, nèg yo prend bandoile yo dit de Maldives, les Maldives sont Argentine, l'île Malwinio c'est pour Argentine, et puis mais pour bagarre la gagne. Depuis même jour. Il va la soirée qui passe wow! C'est coup de fil qui fait pendant petit panata même si coup de fil yo fait pour retirer 4 rouges là et même style de coup de fil ça fait. Mais c'est un problème avec Argentine, c'est que nous devons battre Espagne, quel que l'en soit, ça t'a venu en David. Ou bien nous devons jouer match là, Jean était supposé jouer là. Mais encore, Messi pas Maradona. Messi n'est pas un nègre qui va le camper pour la bataille. Ça Maradona, ouais, nous devons. Et même bagay qui yo fait Maradona, c'est même bagay ça, yo censé faire Messi. Il y a des gens qui là pour FIFA retirer Argentine patati patata. Non ben. Ou dit FIFA a favorisé Argentine, pas vrai? Qui a souvent dit ou elle même demandé pour retirer ni FIFA ni Argentine. Son problème ou gagner avec Argentine. Si c'est Argentine, si c'est FIFA qui a fait bail pour Argentine. Tous les deux là-dedans, juste retirer ni FIFA ni Argentine là bas là. C'est un problème parce que si passe une bac champion, si nous avons chacun des agents jusqu'à preuve là, nous bac champion dit FIFA, n'est qui champion année ça de moi équipe champion, dans la prochaine compétition, pas participer, et ça, c'est pas pour nous. Mais après, on est cap foncé de patati patata. On pense le bye. Et bagala, après quelques mois, il a fait tout les gars poser ça. Parce que les gars jantés, ils fait erreur après. Ils n'ont pas dû monter avec pancarte là, souterrain. Mais puisque pancarte là fin fait, on pas obligé à corriger erreur par un l'autre erreur. C'est ça le problème, les gars. Et c'est ça qui est dérangé. Juste dit, monsieur, nous ne connaissons pas de faire ça. Mal nan fin fait quitter là. Mais qu'on a là, il faut l'autre mal pour corriger bagala qu'on a là, il y a plus de problème. Bataille pété, dans des gars vial dit, les gars, oh, est-ce que, il va créer l'Infantino, est-ce qu'il va participer? Est-ce que monsieur pas mérité Gagan non? Est-ce que monsieur pas mérite ton Gagan? N'est pas même mon seul Gagan qu'il mérite. Monsieur mérite plusieurs de ces petits Gagan. Sont dans le produit raché. On va racher dans. OK? Et là, on est des bons sons dans le bon Gagan, nous va les gars, nous va les bons Gagan. Elle a bien gauche fait mal. Sous des poussées, on bon Bruce Lee là, peut-être là, les gars doit et puis mal, mais son Gagan, nous va les gars, comme c'est ça, les gars pour Gagan. Après ça, le tomber, après ça, la plaît, mais sous rachon dans, on a là, l'a changé dans sa pédia, dans fréquent, n'a pas les tintins. OK? Donc, même parce que le football là, lui-même, l'a prêté Jean-Louis. C'est le football. C'est sport, c'est sport mondial là. And what else? Et a toujours gagné. D'ailleurs, Coupe du Monde qui fait aux États-Unis, c'est déjà les Blatter, tes présidents FIFA, n'est pas bon ici au tap Djougou, non, c'est Blatter. Ensemble avec Platini. Et pas deux causes, il va dire ça, pour calmer le nez, il dit pas de problème, il a quitté organiser une Coupe du Monde. C'est forcé pour venir organiser une Coupe du Monde. Là, depuis on tape ting FIFA, dossier sous Michel Platini, dossier sous ses Blatter, dossier sous un série de l'autre. Et c'est net ça yo qui pense yo gen pi go bagay sur la terre, gen pi go sport sur Robert. C'est pi qu'on jouer les équipes pas camper sur un et puis qu'on a là yo la dossier son CV. Quel bazar gouvernement là, depuis la pas il fait un dossier sur. Chercher méthode dossier sur. Mais c'est bien joindre, bien contré. Net ça ouais, et nek qui croit dans Jésus. Ou pas ni va donner des c'est nek qui croit dans Jésus. Et puis, je fais mon goal et puis il dit merci Jésus. On cherche les balles là bon ou dans Jésus. Les balles là pas bon ou prend Jésus. Les balles là pas bon ou prend Jésus pas bon. Les balles là bon dit Jésus ça vient là. Ah bon m'a Jésus. Ouais. En tout cas. Donc là même parce que le football a toujours été football là pour doit toujours été coupe du monde. Et Messi a toujours été plus beau joueur de tous les temps. Et puis, vous jouez football de tous les temps. Et ça, n'est pas ouais. Et ça, n'est pas attendre. Il ne pas attendre, Messi est plus beau. Il a défendu Pelé. On prend des Pelé, plus beau joueur. Il a tout Pelé. Et il y a 3 équipes du monde. Ross, Robert. Pelé, Pelé. Ni Pelé, ni l'autre attaquant. Négocier attaquant seulement. Messi transforme tête en ailier droite. Mais si attaquant limite en terrain, les meneur de jeu, vous comprenez? Mais si c'est celle qui, bon, c'est les gars qui disent, c'est pas Argentine qui bat l'Égypte, c'est Messi qui bat l'Égypte. Il y en a qui disent, c'est pas Argentine qui bat la Suisse, c'est Messi qui bat la Suisse. Il y en a qui disent, c'est pas Messi qui bat l'Angleterre, c'est pas Argentine, c'est Messi qui bat l'Égypte. I will always tell you that, guys. They made king, we made God. C'est roi qui fait roi football. Nous-mêmes, nous faisons les dieux du football. Il y en a qui fait quoi à pied. Nous-mêmes, nous faisons quoi là, mais nous tous, ça c'est la main de Dieu. Et ça fait que vous ne pouvez pas ouais. Argentine. On prend Maradona fin font goal, il tellement senti qu'il a un pouvoir qui a débordé sous lui. La main, c'est la main de Dieu. Et puis Zlatan dit guess what, et monsieur est anglais. Nous te connaissons la main de Dieu, et bien qu'on y a là nous parlons contre le pied gauche de Dieu. C'est Zlatan qui dit ça. Car après là, les nègres fait mauvais sang, comprendre les nègres qui disent mais c'est Timoun Messi, c'est Timoun Argentine. C'est Timoun Argentine, les gars pour bagaille et puis elle mettait les Maldives son Argentin. Ça c'est Timoun. Ça c'est Timoun petit, faut pas Timoun. Nèg qui pense jouer football dans son game, it's not a game. It's not just a game. Alors pour voir Messi t'as pas regarder là, il y en a qui t'es qu'à supporter. Alors on pouvoir les gars dans là monsieur. En tout cas, anyway, so moi m'a toujours dit ça monsieur, you made king, we make God. Lorsque dans la main de Dieu pour y aller dans le pied gauche de Dieu. We're just king, we God. You va aller nous tuer pour comme ici. Ça va parler, ouais, ça va garder là. On parle de Dieu, on parle de Dieu, on parle de Messi. You just human, you just mere mortals. Nous sommes bonne ville humaine. Nous sommes bonne ville humaine, nous sommes bonne vieille humaine. C'est wapelé aussi. Le Dieu, le Dieu Maradona. Le Diego Armando Maradona, le Lionel Andrés Messi. Le Messiah. Est-ce que bon là? Bon pas rien. Bon pas rien. Nothing. Parle de la main de Dieu. Je suis venu de là, c'est quand même la main de Dieu. Ça fait un peu ça fait pas plus dedans. Il pas comprendre partie ça. Bon, nous faisons au final, nous faisons pour chameau, nous tellement contents. C'est tellement Argentine fait dans le mondial là. Les gars Argentine, les gars fêté, le final, nous sommes tellement bien passés sous deck. Tellement bien passés sous deck ça, nous battons sous terrain, nous battons dans l'histoire, pour nous rappeler que les îles Maldives. Même îles Maldives, c'est pour Argentine. Mais petit monsieur, la Navale, c'est pour Haïti, attendez. La Navale, c'est pour Haïti. Pas permettre. En tout cas, donc, là, l'idée est claire pour tout le monde que les next a perdu temps, il y a when they making king, we make king God. Ça fait depuis la compétition, comment c'est me dire non, c'est le bail. C'est le bail depuis la compétition, ça lui-même, il commence. Là, le thème est bien passé. Les Maldives sont Argentine. La Navaz est pour Haïti, l'Italie, mon frère. Si monsieur capteur de Aldi Boss, nous, la Navaz est pour Haïti. Là, et depuis le vidéo cap sorti, côté là, on a regardé une vidéo côté Messi, tu vas gardien, Messi font bon, Goula font bon, et puis gardien tout paix, et puis gardien lui-même, il dégage. Et les glaces peut-être, c'est ça peut que j'aime faire dans l'histoire, non? Ça peut que j'aime faire dans l'histoire pour Messi, river des bons boules, et puis pour la petite école. Ça peut que j'aime faire dans l'histoire. En tout cas, donc, je pense que les gens fait IREA, donc, ils ont décidé de payer IREA. Ok? Which is not the way. Moi-même, t'as battu spy, et puis m't'a campé à garder. T'as pas garder les gens disent so qui sont nous parler là monsieur nous pas connaître la base pour Haïti Doit dire qu'on les Maldives et pour Argentine, c'est pour faire de ça. C'est une émission 4G contre vous l'avez dit. Et puis là, on est dans une émission 4G contre et puis pour quelque chose. Et puis là, on a fini champion. Et puis là, on va au sanction pour aller dans le peuple là et courir derrière. C'est parce que si monsieur pas politicien, parce que n'est pas politicien. Fin mettez bandole là dehors. Dit les Maldives sont argentins. OK? M't'a battu Espagne et puis m't'a campé pour moi qui est-ce qui t'a dans nos sanctions. C'est les arts qui pas taper problème. Et pas n'est qu'à faire coup de fil. Pas n'est qu'à faire coup de fil 2 et 3 et 4 et 10 matin. Pas n'est qu'à faire coup de fil pour retirer 4 coups. Non, c'est pas ça. So là on va laguer peuple là dans 51 yo. On va laguer peuple là. Où est-ce que Maradona t'a mené bataille à la mer. Maradona t'a fait bataille à la mer. Comment c'est bien, je sais comment c'est bien. Donc là, amis auditeurs, moi, je pense bah, yo, Jean-Oué, hein? Comment ça va y faire comme ça? Donc, malgré tout, et nous, ouais, à retomber.
Example of this right now, and the more successful you become, the more people want to tear you down. Truth is, this is human. The more successful you become, the more people want to tear you down. Truth is, this is human nature. Argentina is a perfect example of this right now in World Cup. Everybody wants to see Argentina lose. Why? Oftentimes, when a person or a team becomes successful, others become jealous. If you're in that situation, which I'm sure many of us have experienced it, when things are going well, it seems that people stop rooting for you. And ask yourself this question. Are they not rooting for you? Are they hating on you because they're more or less successful? Oftentimes it's less successful. If it's people more successful, take that as a tremendous compliment. But in the end, also realize jealousy is human nature. It's okay. You're not an evil person if you experience jealousy. Just be cautious how you use it. And again, I love this idea from Coach Wooden. He said, be more concerned with your character than your reputation. If you want things to go well in your world, people stop hating on you, or at least not worry about the haters. Focus as much as you can on your character. Focus on your character, and reputation takes care of itself. Enjoy the finals of World Cup. The more
Mais c'est ça qui passe là. Mais Argentine finit champion, comment? Tout le monde, il y a un petit. Et il y a un petit head, il y a un cœur, comment? Il y a Argentine a bien passé, il dit là, bon, ça passe là, monsieur. Et bien, nous va champion, comment? Il dit là, mais bah, là, on va faire pour nous tout. Donc, c'est exactement ça qui passe, comment? Il a fait petit Wondermont, vous comprenez? Il y a pas content. Il y a triste, il y a une tristesse et dans ça, et puis ils ont décidé là par les vieux causés, ils font complot, ce sont des comploteurs, ils font complot là pour capable d'écraser l'équipe là. C'est exactement ça qui passe. Moi je pense que et c'est vrai qu'il y a c'est que Messi et Messi lui-même il pas quoi ils sont il pas habitué à ça vous comprenez. Si Maradona qui fallait de manière histoire. Si Maradona pas être dans lieu. Malgré Maradona lui-même dans le fait route et supporter Poutine l'idée l'essentiel. Moi je pense que nèg yo moi nous on seul anecdote. Dans pays Bangladesh gouvernement te gen problème avec peuple parce que yo mette trop drapeau Argentine. Nèg yo négligé drapeau pays Bangladesh, nèg yo si drapeau Argentine à tout côté dans tout pays. Vous savez? Nèg yo mette drapeau dans pays Bangladesh, nèg yo mette drapeau Argentine seulement, nèg yo négligé drapeau pays a, nèg yo mette drapeau Argentine tout côté. Gouvernement te gen problème avec ça. Ta dit bon bah parole je vais parler là il va patati patata. Ça fait et puis c'est même bon je veux dire à nous pas exagérer et même on ça qui t'a pris l'ambre dit oh peut-être que ça fait dit Haïti retirer grenadier yo dans maillot Haïti. Et ça ben avec haïtien yo. Premièrement haïtien sont bonne traite. Mais vous travaillez le continent parce qu'il y a supporté pays chez Europe. Mais vous travaillez le pays d'Haïti parce que les Haïti t'ont joué au Brésil, ils ont supporté Brésil, ils ont montré là. Sous des traites dans le continent, ça ne doit pas traiter et dans la région. Et puis, c'est même que ça a appelé en vrai, oh, ils dit nous retirer grenadier. Et puis, c'est même que ça a dit, oh, c'est menti, à faire, c'est pas pour question, et bandrole, et les Maldives, patati patata. Alors, si Haïti pas retirer grenadier dans Maïwa, vous pensez que vous n'avez pas de négociation? Hein? Vous pensez, si vous Haïtien ou bien si depuis avant match là, ou bien pendant match là, vous avez un nègre avec un maillot grenadier sous lui, un maillot qui est photo grenadier. Vous pensez que vous n'avez pas de Haïti sanction? Nègre fait, hein? Si monsieur Argentin fait, son big deal. En fait, son big deal. Ou pas capable de passer son message. Ça arrive, ou pas qu'à quitter tout le temps. À part, non, du monde là, il y en a qui te monté avec drapeau Palestine. Ou qu'à fond bagaille, ou qu'à fond tirer, ou qu'à fond chaper pied. Mais, n'est qui les petits monsieur Wayo. Monsieur Anglais, ou qu'à porter plainte. Avec bagal arrivé, juste devant, petit partenaire Wayo. Et toi, petit partenaire Wayo. Mon nom est petit partenaire Wayo. Tu vas aller dire ça. Donc on a fait Jésus. On a fait Jésus avec qui dit monsieur dit c'est wa. Et wa qui ça. Donc c'est monsieur ça là qui était coquin pour voir qui dit sanction. Sanction parce que n'a chercher tout petit détail, n'a chercher tout petit bail pour capable et déstabiliser. Vous comprenez? Et il y a des gens qui ouais émission. Il y a des gens qui ouais émission ça pendant tout le temps là. Pendant tout le temps là, les dire pour émission pas tout faire émission toujours. Conseil de parti que nous pas comprendre. Nous disons ça, nous pas ni royauté ni principauté. Nous pas dans dictionnaire, nous pas comprendre. Donc, l'ordre bien passé, qu'on y a là, depuis tant date, il pas de aucune importance parce que nèg là il l'argent parce que depuis pas l'argent là, il pas fait. Mais qu'on y a là, c'est l'intérêt tourner et le tourner là et il vient chuter chaque dimanche pour prendre la parole avec conseil du monde pas jamais occupé parce qu'elle besoin là et on va radio pas une soit fait patati patata lance pas ça fait patati on la bail bon gens la bail bon gens tandis qu'elle était presque quitté l'église presque quitté parce qu'elle l'a vers des autres je bien si les vers des autres yo là depuis il archive pour jusqu'à aller mon frère ça archive pour jusqu'à aller bon depuis que d'ajouter là on radio là pour pas jamais bail et qu'on y a là bah des bonnes balancer des monde comme si là on va patati patata lance et en tout cas anyway donc là pour ça c'est fini donc là je pense que nèg yo fin faire am tout ça so nèg yo pas monter nèg yo pas demander avec Bandoul là pas demander avec Bandoul là au moins yo te ka bonne chance pas di agent ti ta mal battre c'est pas ça dit mais si nèg yo pas monter avec Bandoul là pour toute parole dans pile ça pour toi ti monsieur les trois mage tal relé même gens yo te relé pour yo retirer 4 rouge là baga la te font Bandoul en Europe nèg yo pas content jusqu'à ce que ti monsieur Beljo yo te fait ça pour yo te gen faire depuis les salles il était clair qu'il était un problème quelque part il y a nèg qui prend appel depuis sous question 4 rouge tout nèg qui te gata avec bagalay il y a nèg qui a fait 0 tourner 9 non qui a fait 6 tourner 9 comprendre il y a nèg qui a fait 3 tourner 8 donc si monsieur monte même avec Haïti si monsieur monte avec Grenadier sous Ayoal dit non retirez pas rien qui comme si aïe mais moi même problème avec Haïti monsieur Argentin moi même t'as pas Espagne t'as pas FIFA t'as pas la France t'as pas l'Angleterre t'as pas tout et puis t'as mon mouvement populaire t'as mon mouvement populaire là ton mouvement populaire m't'a dit FIFA what the hell m't'a marché dans tout pays yo ça t'a pas faire nèg politique là pas plus sanction contre Argentine mais on est de la trempe de Maradona c'est exactement ça Maradona t'as fin battre yo et puis c'est là ça m'ta pas mettre de Maldives sont Argentine là ça m'ta pas là t'as pas gagné net I understand that vous comprenez pas ça t'as pas gagné fait on régler ça le toller là t'as pris toute extension t'as pas créé plus problème sur la télé si c'est comme ça que nèg yo veut résoudre all right guess what mais moi même les nèg agent ont fait erreur une fois si l'autre doué dit l'autre monsieur yo cool quoi nous parce que ça a créé l'autre problème si nèg yo te fin mettre Bandoul là et puis ça fini baga la pas fait tout toller ça le faire en tout cas les Maldives a toujours été argentin, l'île est là la base a toujours été haïtien.
A World Cup game is extremely rare and extremely difficult. So to do that in one game is good. To do it twice is great. To do it 3 times is incredible. To do it 7 times in every single game of a World Cup, when everybody already knows it is game planning to stop the GOAT and he can still do it, has been ridiculous. And so how does he do it at 39 years old? I have to share a story. Brad and I were out the other night. We ran into David Beckham, who is the owner of Inter Miami, the team that Lionel Messi plays for. And he said it.
OK. Question Bandoul ça tout kounya là calmer ton véritable problème entre Messi ensemble avec Beckham. Parce que nèg yo et pays yo t'a joué I don't know what this thing gonna play out. Même j'avais que les Messi talent France. Messi fin battre la France et puis les Messi arrivent en France dans PSG, bagarre pas fin clair. Anyway, et ça fait me dire monsieur Argentin yo c'est comment c'est bagarre là. C'est yo fait erreur. Mais les 3 rois majeurs yo pas doit continuer le mettre dans niveau qu'il y a.
A few months ago, he noticed a change in Lionel Messi, that he would come back to the training center and do a personal double. Very often in the afternoons to train extra to get himself physically ready for this World Cup. And it has just been incredible that what he has done. And so for any of you new fans that are out there from this tournament, a reminder, Lionel Messi plays in Major League Soccer. He plays in Inter Miami in the United States every single week. Tune in and watch him because what he is doing here at this World Cup has been incredible, but he does it week in and week out on our shores. To score or assist in a World Cup game is extremely rare and extremely difficult. So to do that in one game is good. To do it twice is great. To do it 3 times is incredible. To do it 7 times in every single game of a World Cup, when everybody already knows it is game planning to stop the GOAT, and he can still do it.
Yeah. Tout c'était pour stop GOAT. C'est ça tout bagarre. Avant, elle n'a monté, elle n'a monté, vous comprenez? Elle n'a monté, dépasser limite. Et puis, quand il y a là, ils font façon, ils stop GOAT là. Mais, pour stop GOAT là, faut que monsieur était déjà GOAT là. C'est parce que monsieur était déjà GOAT là, hein? Pour stop GOAT là, c'est pas monsieur. Quand nous disons ça, they make king, we make God. Là, nous finissons faire God pour aller nous faire Messi. Il y a wild football, il y a Dieu football, il y a Messiah, il y a Messi football. Merci tout le monde, à la prochaine. We don't know what people say. We don't care what people say.
If it's too fine, but they don't find past you. Oh, nah, nah. If it's too bad, but they don't bad past you. Bad past you. If it's too carry, they don't carry past you. Carry past you. If it's too bad.